On the morning of December 7th, 1941, the sun rose over the Hawaiian Islands in a serene display of pink and orange hues, casting a tranquil light over the naval base at Pearl Harbor. At the same time, a formidable fleet of Japanese aircraft carriers had maneuvered into position just 230 miles north of Oahu, readying themselves to launch a surprise attack that would forever alter the course of history. Lieutenant Commander Mitsuo Fuchida, an experienced and determined aviator, led the first wave of assault comprising over 180 aircraft. His orders were precise: disable the American Pacific Fleet, thereby inhibiting their ability to thwart Japan's expansionist aims in Southeast Asia. Below the calm waters of the harbor, an unsuspecting array of American battleships, destroyers, and aircraft carriers sat anchored in neat rows, their crews oblivious to the imminent devastation. Among those ships was the USS Arizona, a Pennsylvania-class battleship, where Seaman First Class James Murphy was beginning his morning duties. A young man from Ohio, James had always been fascinated by naval machinery and had joined the Navy to see the world and serve his country. As the clock neared 7:55 a.m., the tranquility was shattered by the blaring roar of aircraft engines. James looked up in astonishment to see a dark swarm of planes descending from the sky. Fuquida's voice crackled over the radio. "Tora! Tora! Tora!" The code that signaled a successful surprise attack. Chaos erupted as bombs and torpedoes rained down, turning the calm waters into a maelstrom of fire and debris. The USS Arizona was hit multiple times, and a devastating explosion ensued when a bomb struck its ammunition magazine. James Murphy found himself thrown across the deck, his world engulfed in flames and smoke. Despite grievous injuries, he struggled valiantly to help his fellow sailors, dragging many to safety amid the carnage. Across the harbor, similar scenes of heroism and devastation played out. The attack lasted a mere 90 minutes, but its effects were cataclysmic. 2,403 Americans were killed, and numerous ships and aircraft were destroyed. Japan's gamble had paid off momentarily, but it awakened a sleeping giant. The next day, President Franklin D. Roosevelt delivered his famous speech to Congress, poignantly referring to the attack as a date which will live in infamy. The United States declared war on Japan, propelling the nation into World War II with an unyielding resolve. James Murphy would heal from his wounds, but carried the scars of that fateful day for the rest of his life, a living testament to the bravery and sacrifice that emerged from the ashes of Pearl Harbor. The attack not only dramatically altered the lives of those present, but also irrevocably changed the trajectory of global history. Pearl Harbor stands as a solemn reminder of the cost of war and the resilience of the human spirit.
On the morning of December 7, 1941, the tranquility of the U.S. naval base at Pearl Harbor was shattered by the deafening roar of Japanese dive bombers. Among the ships anchored in the harbor was the USS Arizona, a Pennsylvania-class battleship commissioned in 1916. With over 1,400 crew members on board, the Arizona was a formidable symbol of American naval power. That fateful day began like any other, with sailors performing routine tasks, unaware of the devastation that was about to unfold. When the first wave of Japanese aircraft appeared on the horizon, the base was caught off guard. The USS Arizona quickly became a focal point of the attack. At approximately 8:06 a.m., a bomb struck the Arizona near its forward magazines, causing a cataclysmic explosion. The blast, seen and heard for miles, ripped the ship in half and sent flames and smoke billowing into the sky. Within minutes, the Arizona was engulfed in fire, and the waters around it were littered with debris and the bodies of its crew. Despite the chaos, acts of bravery and sacrifice shone through. Lieutenant Commander Samuel G. Fuqua, the ship's senior surviving officer, exhibited extraordinary courage. After being knocked unconscious by the initial explosion, he regained consciousness and began organizing the evacuation, calmly directing the rescue operations amidst the inferno. His actions saved countless lives and earned him the Medal of Honor. Petty Officer First Class John W. Finn, initially engaged in machine gun fire against the attacking planes, persisted despite multiple injuries. His tenacity amidst the bombardment highlighted the valor of many on that day. The loss of the Arizona was a profound tragedy. Of the 1,512 aboard, 1,177 perished, a stark reminder of the heavy price of war. The wreck of the USS Arizona remains at the bottom of Pearl Harbor, where it serves as a poignant memorial to those who lost their lives. The sacrifice of the crew of the USS Arizona on that dark day is etched into the annals of history, a testament to their enduring spirit and valor. The memory of their heroism continues to resonate through the decades, reminding future generations of the cost of freedom and the resilience of the human spirit in the face of overwhelming adversity.